Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Doing another walk and talk. Some sad news to the family. My cousin Mark has passed away. I didn't post anything up on Facebook or anything yet, but he's already been cremated, and with the COVID thing going on, we're gonna have a small get-together funeral in the spring. So in the meantime, he'll be hanging out at the mortuary in the container they put him in. My cousin was, I'm gonna say, a little bit dyslexic, or maybe a whole lot dyslexic, and yeah, it's sad. But anyways, both his parents were already gone. He lost his mom more recently, Maureen, and real sad situation. But at least my relatives set him up with a financial planner to help him control and manage all his money he inherited from his mom and his grandparents and uncles and stuff. And they did have him have a will and everything, so everything was kind of done. But we're going there, well, we're going there to clean out the house, help clean the house out, because I'm assuming the lawyer wants the house liquidated for the will, as far as I can tell. That's how the process works. So I'm gonna have to go over and help out where I can there, and I'll be back with you in a bit. All right guys, so sorry about the interruptions there, but so yeah, my cousin was kind of like basically an introvert, where he stayed indoors and did his thing and whatever. Found out that he wasn't paying his internet bill, but apparently that happened around the time that he passed. They found my cousin. My aunt went over there, as far as I know from the story. I don't know if both my aunts went over or just the one, but the neighbor alerted my aunt via phone call that she didn't see any activity over there for a while, like, I mean, lights or taking trash out or whatever. So she alerted, and she used to help, the neighbor used to help out cut grass for him and everything, which was nice. So they alerted my aunt. She went over, she had a house key, and I do have a house key as well. And we just, she found him on the floor of the kitchen, and he was only in his boxers, and he was on his side, and they had to call the police and the 911 and the whole deal. But the coroner figured out he's probably dead for 3 days in a row. And from what they told us about his living conditions, it was horrific. He never cleaned, okay? He never knew how to repair stuff, and he didn't take out his recycling or / garbage very often. So when his mom died, we went in there and it was a disaster zone, and I'm assuming it's only going to be worse this time around, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. Really sad. You'd always tell the guy to, I always suggest him, go get checked out by the doctor or go to your appointments. But he's one of these dudes that just doesn't do the healthcare dealio very much. So waving somebody off, backing out of their driveway. But I always suggested stuff to him, and It's like talking to a wall. That's like most people. When I offer RSO to somebody for free, they don't believe you, obviously, and then they're afraid to try it. And then their doctor's always pressuring them to do this, that, and the other, as well as family. Instead of taking the medicine, shutting up, letting it work, and getting over your cancer. But it never really goes that way. So I'm not really big on giving it out anymore, because most of the time people waste it or they don't take it and die. And I explained to them the procedure, but it doesn't seem to sink in. So I stopped handing out free stuff for a long time now, because you're either going to do exactly what I say to the T, or you're wasting my time and money, because I don't make any money off of giving shit away for free, obviously. It's just common sense. But anyways, I did offer my cousin RSO to help with his health issues. He refused, and you know, it is what it is. But apparently my cousin was living off of 2 liters of soda. Many 2 liters of soda. All different brands, no name and regular brands. All different flavors. So I'm assuming it was, they're assuming a natural death, heart attack, or diabetic shock, or drinking that much sugar, guys. That's a one-way trip to diabetic land. And living off it is a one-way trip to where my cousin went. So not very good. Pretty sad. You can't hold a gun to somebody's head and tell them to do this and that, because everybody's supposedly an adult, and more than others. And it's just a sad situation. So I'll be helping my family over there clean out the place. It's going to be awful. I suggested leaving the windows open while we work, because it has to happen that way, because it's so nasty. Got to get some fresh air in there, get things figured out. And with the market today, they'll get a pretty good penny for the house for sure. I'm probably saying $500,000. That's what I would list it as if I was in charge, and I'd get it, because people coming out from Toronto snap that up like nothing. I'm gonna sell it as is. We're not gonna fix it up, and we'll see if my relatives agree with that price. But it could easily get $500,000. Obviously, got to go through real estate. But if the real estate guy isn't happy with our asking price, well, then he can take off, and we'll get somebody else. It's really that simple. Really that simple. I'll just say to him, hey, if you don't want the job, well, I can get somebody else. But anyways, we're going to try to get everything in order. We're going to have a big powwow, I guess, at the end of this month. This is January, by the way. And just to see what all his will entails and what everything happens. But yeah, pretty sad situation. He's with his family now, which is good. And we'll, you know, it was pretty shocking, because me and my mom just saw him over Christmas holidays, and we dropped off a Christmas card for him with a gift card in there. And he must have passed just a few days after that, or even New Year's Day he may have passed. So very shortly after seeing him, and we got a phone call about, I don't know, I think it was it was dark, so it could have been 4 or 5 o'clock at night. We were sitting down to watch. Me and my mom were sitting down watching. What was it? The Book of Boba Fett. And well, that's when we got the call, so we had to pause that and get on the phone to everybody and see what the hell was what the word was. So there was all kinds of crazy going on. But other than that, craziness. So we'll see you guys on the next one. I got some cannabis videos coming, all kinds of videos. We'll get into some more prepping stuff, always, as usual, and like we do, and go from there. I got to go to work very soon, so I was only able to do 2 miles today, and I got to go to work at noon on a Sunday. Got a little emergency situation we got to go take care of for somebody, and it's out in the country, and we'll go do that. We've been staying, we've been slow, but slow and steady type of thing for work-wise. And then my brother's coming down up here on Tuesday, and we'll fill him in on the clean out of my cousin's place and whatever. And I'm gonna load him up. I'm gonna give him his little kit that I made up for each of my family members with the Z-Stack or Z-Pack protocol. And I'm gonna give him some more RSO as well. And that way he's pretty much covered. Good to go. Giving him an 8-day supply of the Z-Stack protocol. Everybody got about 8 days worth, so I figure that's plenty to get you through cough 19 if you get it. So that's about it, guys. We'll see you next time. See all my live daily content. Become a Patreon member. Click on the link on my YouTube channel at the Off-Grid Tiny House. Click on support this channel. It'll take you to the Off-Grid Tiny House page on Patreon, or you can just Google it. Sign up and join in. Thank you.